I'm just so excited to practice some yoga with you today. So if everybody can sit down and you can just place your hands on your heart. This is a good place to put your hands. It just reminds us that there's so much love in the world, especially right now when we're home with our families. We have a lot of love surrounding us. We're very lucky. We can close our eyes for a moment and just think about, maybe it's your mommy or your daddy or your dog or your grandma or your teacher, and just send them some love right now. You can open your eyes. We're going to come onto our hands and knees just like this. And if you remember how to do cat and cow, you can press your feet into the earth in your hands, and you don't want to be bent, but straight arms. And you're going to we'll do cat first, and we can make the sound. So it'll say meow. And then we can do cow. Moo. Meow. Moo. Meow. Moo. Meow. Moo. We'll come back to center, and we can just shake our little bodies here for a second. Shake, shake, shake. And if everybody can come to a seat on their knees like this, we can just bring our hands up into the sky. And it's gonna be like we're pulling the stars out of the night sky like this. We'll pull the stars, just stretching on each side. And you can breathe in as you reach one hand and really stretch, and take the other hand, place it on the ground, and we're gonna try to make a little bit of a rainbow with our side. And we'll look up and we'll look down. And we'll come up and around and over. And we're gonna reach this one up into the sky and put the other hand down and stretch out our sides. It should feel so good. And we'll walk our hands back and tuck our toes like this and come into downward facing dog. And we can, right here, we can do a little bit of some barking if we want. Woof, 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 woof. And you're gonna stay like that, but you can see my body in downward dog. My body almost looks like a little pyramid, doesn't it? Woof, 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 woof. And then we'll come back down and tuck our toes and place our hands right here at the heart. And there's my daughter, Cadence. Hi, Cadence. We're doing a video. And we're gonna come this way. And we're gonna come this way. And then we're gonna come back to the center. And we'll come back into downward facing dog. Cadence, will you show our friends of the Willow class and the Redwood class downward facing dog? Nice. And Cadence is gonna bend her knees a little bit and shoot her tailbone, her bottom, all the way to the sky. And then she'll come back down and come into cat and cow. So we can come back into meow. Moo. Meow. Moo. And then we're gonna slowly come up to a standing position. And we're gonna do the sun salutation, salutation to the sun. So we'll just breathe in as we reach up towards the sky, and we'll breathe out as we come down towards the earth. We can breathe in as we look at me, hi, and we'll breathe out as we walk our feet back. And then we'll come all the way down to the ground. And now we're going to bring our hands to the ground, but our feet are pressing into the ground and our hands are too. We're going to breathe into this part of our body and make little circles with our neck. Yeah. And then we'll come the other direction. And then we can come all the way back into child's pose. The pose of the child. And this is my favorite pose. You can just rest your head and let your elbows relax. I like to rock my head back and forth and my hips back and forth. And then we're going to slowly come up again. And this is called lion's breath. We're all going to give a good lion's breath today. We'll breathe in and then stick your tongue out and go, ha. Can you do that with me? Ha. Stick your tongue out really far, make a really loud noise. Last one. And then you'll press into the earth and reach up towards the sky. You can clasp your hands and again reach over to one side. And we'll come over here and we'll reach over to the other side. We'll come back and open up our arms and give ourselves a big hug. And you can open up your arms again and give yourself another big hug. You can take up and we're going to stand up again. We're going to bring our feet really wide and let our toes come out and our knees come out. We're just going to rock back and forth until we find the center. And when you feel you have the center, you're going to press your feet into the earth really hard and reach your hands up into the sky really high. And then you're going to reach your fingertips away from each other. And then you see how you have two little shelves here, just like the shelves in the classroom? You can rest your hands on these shelves and let one shoulder come in and come back up and let the other shoulder come in and come back up. Then you're going to stand up and we'll make ourselves come into the pose of the warrior. Strong and mighty. The fingertips are reaching away from each other. The front leg is bent, but the back leg is straight. And we're reaching our head to the sky. And then reach the front arm up to the sky. And then you can reach it back down, and the other arm can come up and around. We'll do that again, up and around. We'll come back up, and then bring the heels in and the knees out again like we started. So we can come into pose of the warrior on the other side. The fingertips reach away from each other. And then we'll reach the front hand up to the sky. And then we'll come over and use our little knee, our shelf here with our leg. And the other arm's going to just make big circles around the air. We'll come right back up. We'll bring all of our toes to face forward and come all the way down. And you can peek at me just to lengthen and then come back down. Your knees can be bent here, friends, and that's okay. If you want, you can take your hand and place it in each elbow and shake your head no and nod yes. Then we're going to come back to the ground. And we're going to lay all the way down. You're going to bring your knees apart and your feet together. You're going to lay all the way down on the earth. One hand will be on your belly and one hand will be on your heart. And let's see if we can do a nice ocean breath. And then we could reach our legs out and our hands out and just relax. When you feel ready, you can roll over and come up to a seated position, just like how we started. And put your hands